Just as an aside, Alan, why do they hate Donald Trump so much?
Well, he's a guy who provokes hatred. I understand that. He's a name caller. He divides people. The reason I'm not voting for him is because of these issues. I voted for Biden in the hope that he would bring the country together, bring us closer to the center, unite us. I don't think he's done such a great job doing that. But Donald Trump does provoke this kind of hatred. But that doesn't mean that we should distort the legal system to get him. I had a friend who said to me, I know we're destroying the Constitution. I know we're doing that, but it's worth it to get Trump. But it's not. It's not worth destroying a 200 and something year legacy of the longest constitution, longest serving constitution in the history of humankind in order to prevent a person from running for president. It does much more harm. And that's the thesis of my book, Get Trump. It does much more harm, enduring harm, to destroy our constitutional values than to have somebody in office for 4 more years who we might not agree with.
Are you surprised to see people with PhDs, college professors, Democrats on the left that say, I don't care if we break the law, it's okay to get him out of office. I don't care if we suppress the Biden laptop story and, completely, again, subvert the law, as long as it's to get him out of office. Are you surprised sometimes? Because you would think that these people could have a logical, rational argument, people that understand what democracy is all about. Does that surprise you?
Not at all. Remember, who are the people who brought Stalin to power? They were young students at St. Petersburg University. Who were the people who brought Hitler to power? The students and the faculty in Munich. Young people, radical leftists, professors have often been in the forefront of tyrannical movements. And now I see it on colleges and universities. Stanford University, radical students prevented a judge from speaking. Yale University, Georgetown University. Here's a challenge to Harvard University. I taught there 50 years. I think if I got invited back to speak at Harvard Law School or Harvard University, there would be efforts to stop me from speaking just because I defended Donald Trump. So it's the young people, and that's why it's even more dangerous than McCarthyism. McCarthyism was a throwback to the past. This Get Trump movement tells us about the future, tells us about who will be our judges and our congresspeople and our presidents 10, 20 years from now. That's what's so worrisome.
That is worrisome. So project out 50 years, you and I might not be here, but are we going into a communist state? Are we going to a socialist system somehow?
I think we're going into an intolerant system where we have free speech for me, but not for thee, due process for me, but not for thee. It's not only this, it's the Me Too movement where the argument is if you've been accused, you must be guilty. It's efforts at universities to suppress professors who express different views. There's a case going on at the University of Pennsylvania now where a female professor has expressed some racial views that are clearly controversial, and they're trying to fire her. I think we're moving toward an intolerant world, away from liberalism. I'm a proud liberal. People on the left attack liberalism. No, you shouldn't attack liberalism. You attack radicalism. Liberals and conservatives have in common a desire to have dialogue, to create tolerance, to make room for differences between us. Look, if I were living in Britain, I'd probably vote conservative because the Conservative Party in Britain, favors climate control, is in favor of gay marriage and a woman's right to choose. In America, the Republican Party is against a lot of these libertarian individual concepts. So it's so important that whether you're a conservative or a liberal, you should be a libertarian. You should look for constraints and controls on big government's efforts to try to prevent people from losing their civil liberties and human rights. That's why I think we have to move to the center. I think Britain has led the way in some ways. It rejected the hard left in the last few elections, and it moved its Conservative Party, more to the center than the American comparable party. So I'm hoping that the Republican Party in the United States will emulate the Conservative Party in England, but it's not happening because the Republican Party in the United States is today largely dominated by evangelical right-wing people who want to impose their religious views on the rest of America.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.